This week's director is Abel Ferrara, and this week's movie is his 1996 mobster drama, The Funeral. This is a very 90s movie. It has a very 90s feel to it, which is kinda hard to explain, but when you watch it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It stars a whole bunch of people: Christopher Walken, Penn, Annabella Sciorra, Isabella Rossellini, looking more beautiful than ever, Benicio del Toro, Gretchen Mol, and our old friend Vincent Gallo. He's a good actor and always pleasing to watch in action, but I get the impression that he's fucking impossible to work with. I often compare him to Klaus Kinski, but he doesn't have his own Herzog that endures him repeatedly. Still great though. All of the other actors in The Funeral are also great. No one stood out as particularly great, and no one stood out as particularly bad. A solid ensemble. When it comes to judging Abel Ferrara's directing, it's a bit more difficult than, say, Cuarón, because with Cuarón you're always visually pleased, but Abel is not a visual director. You're not gonna remember any amazing shots a week or so after watching one of his films, with the exception of The Addiction, which would be his one experimental film. However, it's also the one film from him that I don't ever consider rewatching. With Abel, it's mainly about the performances. He's more of an actor's director, and although he doesn't always work with the best actors around, he never directs them to give a terrible performance. And I think that consistently having strong performances from every cast member in every film deserves some praise. That's why I'm always curious to check out a film of his. However, the lack of a certain style and aesthetic is preventing him from becoming a favorite of mine. He's just kind of there. And sure, there are great filmmakers out there that just make great movies without having their own watermark stamp on it, but they also often have a stronger body of work. I mean, The Funeral is not exactly what I would consider a classic. Abel's magnum opus would probably be King of New York, and that is not exactly an amazing film either. That's pretty much Abel Ferrara in a nutshell. He didn't really set the world on fire, but he's far from a disgrace to the industry either. So what is The Funeral about? The title should point you in the right direction. Vincent Gallo is a young mob member and has died. Most of the film takes place at his wake, where his family members mourn, reflect, look back, take action, and much more. In flashbacks we see everything leading up to his death, and in present we see everything that's a direct repercussion of his death. So it's a nice story filled with quality acting. It did not exceed my expectations, and it did not fail to live up to them. I wasn't disappointed because I wasn't exactly expecting the greatest movie of all time. The Funeral was a movie I popped in and could just relax to, and sometimes that's just what I want. I don't want all movies to be complex as fuck and filled with subtle nuances. Sometimes I just want to relax without having to think that much, and Abel Ferrara is the perfect director for that. If I have one objective complaint, it is that Penn does not look like Gallo or Walken, and yet they're all supposed to be brothers. Maybe if he was a bit skinnier, but I just don't see it. But he still did a great job, so whatever. Overall, I can't say that the movie left a huge impression on me, so for that reason I don't have that much to say about the movie. So I'll just say, check this movie out if you're bored or just want to relax and chill, and I am out of here. Hi there. It is once again that time of the week, I guess. And this year we get Alejandro Amenabar. So that might be interesting. Yes, thank you.